Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Jake from TodaysiPhone.com, and here's your TIP Daily for January 8th, 2013. Okay, now there were a few rumors today regarding a cheaper iPhone, so let's talk about them. The first is coming from Digitimes, and it claims that Apple is going to release a cheaper version of the current iPhone later this year, but it won't exactly be like the current version because it'll be made with a completely different design, and it'll have a 5-inch screen, and this is more geared towards like China and emerging markets where a 5-inch screen is dominant. Now apparently whoever told Digitimes about this has actually gotten their hands on the device and can guarantee that it has a 5-inch screen, a completely new exterior design, and it is real and it exists and it will hit store shelves the second half of 2013, and this person is a liar. Apple just gave us a 4-inch screen. They're not going to put a more expensive screen on a cheaper iPhone. First of all, these cheap iPhone rumors have been around forever, and so far they've never panned out. The cheap iPhone that Apple sells and will continue to sell is the older generations of the iPhone compared to the newer one. You know, whenever a new iPhone comes out, that model is the most expensive, and then the previous versions are bumped down in price, so now the iPhone 4S is available for $99 on contract. The iPhone 4 is free on contract. There's just no way that this is happening. If Apple was to put time, energy, and money into developing a new iPhone, especially this close to the release of the iPhone 5, it's certainly not going to be to sell a cheaper device. Now, that isn't the only cheap iPhone rumor we've heard today, and that one is very ridiculous, and this one is only slightly ridiculous. It actually comes from the Wall Street Journal, and it basically states that Apple's been working on cheaper iPhones for a long time now, but we actually could finally see a release of one sometime this year. It'll probably resemble the current iPhone, but with a less expensive body, maybe made of like some polycarbonate plastic or something like that, instead of the more expensive aluminum of the iPhone 5. Once again, I don't see this happening. I mean, this is a much more reliable source, but you know, the Wall Street Journal has still gotten things wrong, especially when it comes to Apple. And my list of reasons for why, see 30 seconds ago. Okay, and finally, we talked about an iPhone 5 mod accessory yesterday, but I just want to point out another one today. It's not so much an accessory for the iPhone 5 as a modification of the iPhone 5. A completely revamp of the body of the device to make it translucent. It comes in a bunch of different colors or just plain clear. It replaces everything except the front of the device, and then you can see into it. So if you were ever, you know, on a phone call or sending an iMessage and you happen to be like, well, gee, I wonder what my iPhone's battery looks like, you're in luck. But for the rest of us, this is hideous. It's really ugly. It comes in a bunch of like tinted colors, like I said before, which are also really ugly. It's available on iPhone 5 Mod's website now for $39.90, which just make it $40. And if you want every one of the really ugly tinted colors, you can pick up the whole package for $169. Okay, well, that's all the big news for today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Your question of the day today is, what is your reason why Apple will not release a new, cheaper iPhone? Do you agree with my reasons? Do you have your own? These can be as crazy as you want. Tim Cook is allergic to things that cost less than $200. iPhones are like eclipses and they can only happen once a year. That may not be right. Whatever it is, you can let me know in the comment section down below or on Twitter at TIP_Jake. Please don't forget the links to everything I talked about in this video in the description down below, so definitely check those out. Holy crap, that was really fast. My name is Jake from Today's iPhone, and please don't forget, for more news, views, and reviews, definitely head over to TodaysiPhone.com.